My name is Evelyn, and I am co-founder of Gentefy.
Awesome. Can you tell me a little bit about your background and your career background and how you started Gentefy?
Yeah, definitely. So my career background, I started off in human resources. So way back in undergrad, one of my first positions was like HR assistant, and then eventually I got to be an HR manager as I graduated undergrad, and my first position was HR manager at a big company called Sodexo. Then from there, I transitioned into more of a supportive role for C-level executives, and I became an executive assistant. And I worked at some apparel companies, just supporting and providing just like administration type of work for executives.
Cool. And then tell me a little bit about Gentefy and what the mission is and how you guys got started.
So Gentefy is, it started, and this is a long story, but I'll try to keep it as short as possible. But so here at Gentefy, what we try to do is create products and services to empower people from the local community. And we kind of narrowed it down to that because back in 2013, we were driving in the city of Montebello, and we just saw all of these empty storefronts, graffiti, and a lack of businesses. And being that I grew up in Montebello as a kid, it made me kind of sad because it had been years that I had visited the city, and I came back and I was like, wow, like what happened? So I instantly knew that I had to do something about it. Things just didn't feel right. So we just started researching, talking to people from the community, and we just decided to launch Gentefy, which was born technically in 2015.
That's awesome. What kind of projects are you working on right now?
So currently, our most current project is Boulevard Market and Food Hall Business Incubator. So that idea behind Boulevard Market is to foster this sense of entrepreneurship and creativity in this food hall, and provide resources to local chefs so that they could have this platform to venture off so their business can kick off and start these new business ventures. And then also it's a hub for the community. Right now there's a lack of space or area for community members to gather and kind of just have ideas. So it's also
That's so cool. And what's your role at Gentefy?
So my role, it really depends on the day and the workload. As a founder of a newer company, things are always changing and things are always evolving. So one day I could be working with my teammates on, the programming for our incubation program, and then another day I could be working on recruiting vendors to be potentially here at Boulevard Market. And then there's other days where I'm like Googling plants, like, okay, like we need the landscaping to look good. Like what kind of plants do we want to bring in? So it just really varies. I do a little bit of everything. You have to wear all hats when you're starting.
Is this your first time being an entrepreneur?
Yes. Well, I got a little bit of a taste of it. So I started, I for a little while I was doing like Notary Republic. I was a notary, and I was doing like loan doc signing for real estate agents. And I kind of got like my business cards, and I started, like this little side hustle in my early 20s. But this is the first time anything like this where I would consider myself more of like a businesswoman or entrepreneur. Yeah, definitely.
That's awesome. And that leads me to my next question. What has it been like being a woman, either in your career, your professional career, or as an entrepreneur?
Well, as an entrepreneur, currently, I think it's probably the best time to be a businesswoman and entrepreneur in this climate. In the last recent years, we've seen women come together and really support each other and unify. And that has been amazing. That has encouraged me to just continue on this path. Of course, along the way, there's things that as a businesswoman, you have to sacrifice. But I think that just comes, that's not just being an entrepreneur. I think that's just being a woman and having a career.
Very well said. I totally agree. And what female leaders or entrepreneurs do you look up to?
Well, there's so many amazing women that have paved the way, but I think the very first one that pops into my head is Michelle Obama. She, in my book, is a total badass. She is intelligent, she is graceful, and she is relatable. When I first saw Michelle Obama become First Lady, I was like, wow, like here's this woman that has, a similar story, a similar background to myself, comes from humble beginnings. So to see her become this amazing, graceful role model, to me, that's something that all of us women can aspire to be. And even if I could just be like a little bit of Michelle Obama, then it'd be amazing.
Well, you're on your way. You're on the Michelle Obama track. Is there anything else you want to share about Gentefy or anything in general?
I would just say for anybody that's looking to get into entrepreneurship, I think a lot of times people think it's really easy and glamorous, and they just see the final result, but it could be really difficult. But I would encourage you just to do it and to follow that curiosity. I mean, for us back in 2013, when we came to Montebello, it started off as this little seed of an idea, and then just with the curiosity and the research that we did, and we partnered up with the city. And they've been great support. We did a lot of research and talked to a lot of people and gained their support as well. So I would say, if you have an idea, if you, have a vision, then just continue doing it. There's always going to be obstacles along the way, but if you truly believe in your vision and your mission, just go for it.
That's awesome. I love that. Thank you for giving us a little inspiration. Where can people find you?
So people can find us on Instagram, on Facebook, and our website. Right now, our main project that we're launching is Boulevard Market, and that's BLVD. It's the abbreviation for Boulevard, and Market is MRKT. So you could find us on all social media platforms, or you could go to the website. Currently, we are looking for people to incubate. We have 2 weeks left, and we have received a lot of applications. But if you are interested in launching your business in our food hall business incubator, then you're more than welcome to apply.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'll try and get this out quickly so we can get people to apply today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, thanks. I'm going to turn the recording